a little bit of both, I think. You can't.
Yeah.
Bands are weird.
Yeah,
There's
it's
4 people.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of decision making and a lot of different things going on.
4 different initiatives. Yeah. I mean, like for us, it really made sense at the time, you know, and I mean, it hasn't been the first time, you know. I mean, we back in '98, our very first tour over in Europe, the band broke up, and it was kind of one of those things where we were just extremely burnt out and beat up, and it made sense to take a step out and reevaluate why we were doing it, and you know, we've had those moments like it throughout the course of Hot Water Music, and that to us is always kind of what's been you know, what we could do to keep ourselves in check and keep everybody wanting to be there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know, we all have to, you know, we all respect one another's views, and times, you know, if people need a break and step away, then it's crucial for if the band wants to survive, that's what we need to do. Oh, these guys, everybody's been busy, like even throughout the hiatus, these guys kept going, doing the draft, and Chris has been doing the Ship Thieves, and Jason played with Senses Fail, and George played with Against Me for a while. You know, I've been doing my stuff and revival tour, so everybody kind of, you know, has stayed extremely busy.
Send me up and give me magazine copies of Open Spaces.
I mean, we've been trying to write a record for 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's just
been a lot longer than what most people think.
Yeah, you know, it's just whenever we have time. Everyone's busy, so it's a lot of.
It kind of was.
We just sort of went, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
And okay.
It had to come down to just sticking a knife in the calendar.
We basically picked the day we were going to start recording, and we're like, we have from now until then to get ready. So
yeah,
it just came out. We don't really decide on music. I think it kind of decides on itself.
Yeah,
I mean,
for us, it's been a natural progression most of the time. You know, all 4 of us write, so you know, we never really have any idea what the direction of the songs or what the energy is going to be like until we've got a group of songs and we just batch them all together, and you know, everybody has the ones that they're really vibing on, and it kind of organizes itself.
Wide roads and hospitals, all of us feel trivial, relative, 10 and waiting.
You know, working with Bill Stevenson at the Blasting Room and Jason Livermore and the whole gang there was just incredible experience. And I feel like the whole record just had this momentum and had this like good organic, you know, feeling that nobody doubted it or, you know, worried about it. It was just kind of like kept productive and kept moving, you know. Felt good.
I will never think that I have the best idea.
Yeah.
And I think that's a risk you take when you're a band, that you can get the wrong producer, for sure.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
True.
But I don't, you know, sure, you can self-produce whatever, but I have still yet to make a record and not think that I couldn't use someone else's input.
Yeah.
I mean, you're honestly asking people for input all day long when you put out a record, because you're going to have a reaction in the first place.
Right.
So if you think you know everything, why even bother putting it out and letting people listen to it?
This is true.
It should just be for you then.
This is true.
Yeah, I think we've been lucky.
No, we've been really lucky, and I think, you know, we've kind of taken everything in stride and like.
You always learn something.
Yeah. No matter what you've you know, any session that you go to, whether it's kind of a rocky road or whether it's just a really smooth session, you're always going to learn. You know, you're always going to learn something. Hopefully, if you're paying attention. Yeah.
Wide roads and hospitals, all of us feel trivial and relative, 10 and waiting.
Being a punk is like being on the football team now. Like it's the cool thing to do in high school. It was not the cool thing to do when we were in high school.
Yeah, it was completely opposite in high school.